where talents and passions intersect. Find common ground between your talents and passions. You've written down your talents. You've written down your passions. See where the two intersect. See where there is common ground between them. You'll find much overlap between your talents and passions. You have the talents, you have to serve your passions. You have the passions, you have to direct your talents. There are no coincidences here. There is no coincidence that you have oratory talents and you're passionate about being a trial lawyer. It's not dumb luck that you're a great storyteller and you love to write. You will always find a nexus between what you're good at and what you're passionate about. It may not be a perfect nexus and there may not be complete overlap, but there is a strong relationship between the two that cannot be denied and that must be mined to advance our goals and dreams. I'm not sure which came first, a bit of a chicken and egg scenario. Do we start out with talents that fuel our imaginations, or do we have passions that hone in on our talents that can advance those passions? Whichever it is, there is a nexus there. What have you done where they intersected? Write down a list of activities you have done where your talents and passions have intersected. Don't limit the list simply to work activities. Include hobbies, volunteer work, community involvement, serving on boards, etc. Where they've intersected before is a good indicator of where they can intersect in the future. If you're a natural leader and have maximized this skill at your house of worship or local charity, you can do the same at your firm or voluntary bar association. If you're exceptional at the sciences and assist your kids with their chemistry homework, you may be a perfect fit for a drug medical device practice group. Not many lawyers love the life sciences. That's why they're lawyers and not doctors. So think about each time you've done something where you were both great at it and loved doing it. Jot those circumstances down. Maybe it was organizing a gala or a conference, or rolling out a new initiative at work or at a charity, or starting a pro bono service or directing a high school play. Maybe you took up your long-lost love of art, music, or theater. Often, what we love outside of work can benefit us at work. Helping a struggling ballet troupe can put us in touch with business folks who support the arts and need legal counsel for their companies. Study the intersection points. There's often overlap with your career. What can you do to ensure that they intersect? Sometimes talents and passions intersect without much foresight or effort from you. More likely, you need to sit down, list your talents in one column, your passions in another, and reflect on where you can make them come together, feed off one another, and use them in a complementary fashion to help you achieve favorable outcomes. At work, look for opportunities to represent clients, handle cases, and tackle tasks that play to your strengths and for which you are passionate. If you love medical issues, you'll likely enjoy personal injury or product matters involving personal injuries. You get to depose doctors and experts in their fields through a forensic lens. I knew an attorney who worked at a large firm and his sole role was to depose doctors in tobacco litigation matters. That's not my dream, but he loved it. If you're doing what you love and you're good at it, you'll do it well and you will add value to your firm or corporate law department. Your boss, if she's a good leader, wants that for you, wants to make reasonable accommodations to make that happen, because if you're doing this, you're not only benefiting yourself but the firm or company, and you're providing the best value for her and for everyone else. Where at your job do they intersect? Make a list of tasks at work where your talents and passions intersect. If you love writing, maybe you can focus on preparing the memoranda and briefs on your firm's cases and let others handle other aspects. This division of labor works best at larger firms where several attorneys are assigned to the same matter. Research and writing attorneys may need to look at larger firms which handle larger cases which have specific attorneys assigned to handle the research and writing. Conversely, if you're great at taking depositions and are passionate about pinning witnesses down and extracting favorable admissions, that could become your niche at a firm. Of course, you should learn to handle a case from soup to nuts, including trial, and whatever your preference, you should make yourself handle all aspects of cases, even those you don't enjoy. Who likes answering discovery, right? But there may be opportunities at your firm to spend more time handling a specific aspect of litigation, and if you have that opportunity, and neither you nor the firm pigeonhole you into that narrow window of activity, then consider pursuing it. It will highlight your strengths and will benefit the firm and its clients. Preferably, you can identify types of cases that suit your repertoire of skills and passions and handle those matters. Where in your personal life do they intersect? Our focus on our talents and passions need to go beyond their application at work. How do they apply at home? How do they apply in your interactions with your spouse and kids? With your friends? At your house of worship? You're a great storyteller. Do you tell your kids bedtime stories you make from whole cloth? Do you make them the protagonists and get them to help tell the story, training them to become storytellers too? Do you have the skills to help your spouse's dreams become a reality? Are there hobbies you do together as a family, where your family gets to share their talents and passions? We don't have talents and passions simply to advance our career. We have them to support our family, to help spouses and kids achieve their dreams, to give back to our community, to serve our family, friends, and neighbors. We have talents and passions not simply to serve our personal needs, but to serve others. Not simply to advance our careers, but to help others with theirs and their needs. So as much as you focus on maximizing your talents and passions at work, do the same at home. Ask a spouse or close friend where they see them intersect. Sometimes we're too close to things. We see the trees but not the forest. We don't see our destiny because we don't see where our talents and passions naturally intersect. Sometimes others see what we don't. Ask your spouse and your close friends where they see the intersection points, where they see you doing what you're best suited for. They can answer the following questions for you. Where are you happiest? Most focused? What do you discuss frequently? What gets your attention? What are you good at? Where do you make the most impact? Where are you in a groove? They see firsthand your strengths and weaknesses, and see where, when, and how you use your strengths and when those strengths are interwoven with your passions. Sometimes those closest to you are not the most objective, but they have the most experience seeing what you do and what makes you joyful and can open your eyes to what you should be doing or doing more of.